Hey guys, I am Adam. Welcome to the Vintage Sanctuary. So before we get into the meat and potatoes, or maybe it's the tofu with vegan dressing, let's have a word from a couple of our sponsors. That's right, I've got over 500 subscribers now, which I'm grateful for. And so the sponsorships just keep rolling in. First, Eric, 4 Leaf Cards, sends me this glorious Christmas card with a wonderful message inside, but that's not all. His collection has been diminished. I think it's now 1 million cards instead of 1,000,004 because he sent me 4. We have the Hall of Famer Eddie Matthews, probably the second best third baseman ever after Chuck Norris, aka Mike Schmidt. And then we've got Rogers Hornsby, who is pretty darn amazing. I remember that, but I don't remember exactly why. And then future Hall of Famers. We have Clayton Kershaw, Dodger pitcher extraordinaire, and Mookie Betts, also on the Dodgers. And these are actually ornaments. These are ornament cards from, let me see if I can get them both on here, 2022 Topps Walmart Holiday Mega Baseball, which I did not even know existed. Thank you so much, Eric. Check Eric out. I will put a link below. And now our next sponsor would be Scott Reindeer Studios. There's the proof. Look at this. I got the glorious Scott Reindeer card with a wonderful personalized message inside. And he sent me a couple of cards. His Roger Maris, a card of his Roger Maris marker doodle with the glorious Yankee Stadium facade in the background. That is so cool. I saw this video. This marker doodle looks like the Eddie Lopat marker doodle that I got from my bestie friend Scott. Thank you so much, Scott. I should have pulled that out for this video. And then also he sent me this. And I don't even know who that is, but I probably should. So let me have it in the comments for not knowing who this is. Could be the all-time GOAT or something, and I don't even know who it is. So, yeah, thank you so much to our sponsors, Scott Reindeer Studios. Now you might say, how can they be my sponsors? They've got a whole bunch more subscribers. It's not just how many subscribers you have, it's how popular you are. Wait, it can't be that. I'm not going to win that way. It's having a tank top on. That's what it is. It's all about having the tank top. By the way, why do I have this tank top on? You get more subscribers that way. You get more sponsorships that way. This video is going downhill fast. I have this tank top on because Sammy of SFI Sports Cards laid down the gauntlet for the tank top videos, and he did one, and I'm not sure how many others have done them, but he's asking for tank top videos. So yeah, bringing them on. I'll be 60 in January, so I've got to, wear the tank while I can. Let's call this Tank Top Tiffany Tuesday, except I'm recording this on a Thursday night. I'm a couple days late. How about just Tank Top Tiffany time in honor of Sammy at SFI Sports Cards? Check him out as well. Here's the deal. He's one of the people that inspired me to collect some Tiffany cards, as well as inspired me to collect Rickey Henderson. He's a big-time Rickey Henderson collector. So I am doing this video, Sammy, in honor of you and for the enjoyment of, all of my subscribers and their families, their loved ones, and their cats, their dogs, their gerbils, their goldfish, everybody, as well as all of my plethora of sponsors that are just rolling in by the minute. Yeah, did I mention the sponsors? Anyway, let me turn this camera around and let's get going on this Topps Tiffany Rickey Henderson base run that I am so stoked. I am so stoked. I am half as stoked as Double D Vintage Baseball Cards Dylan. Half as stoked, which is really actually about as much as my heart can take. So yeah, without further ado, let's do it. All right, I'm going to open up my laptop here because I've got some pops here to share with you as we go through this journey. We start with the glorious Minty Fresh 9. Doesn't that look minty fresh? 1984 Topps Tiffany Rickey Henderson. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. I want to do a better job here of giving you a chance to, check out the cards. I think maybe I just move them around too much with my spastic videos. Got to calm down some. After all, this is the Vintage Sanctuary. Now for that promised pop. This is a PSA pop 122 with a mere 29 higher. All right, where do we go from there? Well, the next year, look at that. That looks near minty to minty fresh, doesn't it? Yes, indeed. The 1985 Topps Tiffany Rickey Henderson. Oh, wow. The colors. I mean, both of these cards, the colors. Oh, I love the lime green on the back. I love the back. The backs of these I'm about as excited about as the front. Half as excited as Dylan would be. But remember, that is super stoked right there to be half as stoked as Dylan. Look at those. Aren't those beautiful? Don't worry about the fact that they clash with the red border on the PSA labels. We won't worry about that. This one is a Pop 73 with 211 higher. Now, here's the deal. Sometime after I bought that one, don't ask me how, but I forgot that I had it. And so I bid on this bad boy and won it. Is that Minty 9 fresh or what? Yes, it's the same card. It's the very same card. But it is Minty 9 fresh. And oh, that glorious Minty fresh back. And I was bummed, I must confess. I was a little bit bummed because, hey, I already had spent money on the 8 and here I bought the 9. But you know what? I actually was not bummed very long because I realized I got that at 9 for, I think, a really great price at auction. And I'm like, heck, now I'm not bummed. I'm glad to have both of them. I'm glad it worked out that way. So, at first I was bummed about my mistake, but then I changed my mind and said, you didn't make a mistake. You did something wonderful. So, every once in a while I get lucky and my mistake turns out not to be a mistake, but most of my mistakes are mistakes, if you know what I mean. Did I mention? Maybe I did not. That one is a Pop 163 with 48 higher. By the way, that 163 plus 48 makes the 211 that are higher than this one. So the 8 has a Pop of 73 with 211 higher. The 211 that are higher are 163 of these in a 9 and then another 48 in a 10 to make the 211. Well, we're not done with 85, folks, not by any stretch of the imagination, because look at this, minty fresh. This looks minty fresh too. Ho, 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 ho. What could be better than Rickey Henderson and the Yankees in a Tiffany from 1985? Check this out. The glorious Yankee logo. And we still get that screamin' lime green on the back that I am a huge fan of. Extra Minty 9. Now we've got all the 85s on display. Woohoo! That traded card has a population PSA pop of 91 with 53 higher. But here's the deal. Less than 100 in this grade at the moment. Could go up some, but even if it doubled, it wouldn't be that many. This is pretty mainstream, in my mind. I could see people going after these cards. I personally think they're great deals, and I think they're wonderful cards. I think they're gorgeous, but that's me. Okay, so there are 53 higher, but you know what? Those 53 that are higher, those are some of them, they're 10s, and they're going to be a lot more expensive. So I think these 9s are a great buy. Well, we're going to move on. The 1986 Topps Tiffany Rickey Henderson in a near minty to minty 8. Oh man, I absolutely love 1986 Topps Tiffany. And, I did not go after a 9 just because the price difference. This one was $39.99, and the 9s that I saw were not necessarily better centered, and they were going for a lot more money. Even if I had negotiated some, I think it still would have been quite a bit more. Hey, who knows, if a 9 comes along, that's not crazy priced, maybe I'll be blessed with it at some time. But for now, the 8 is just fine. But this particular design, if it's off center, you really notice it. But the 9s I saw were a lot more money and did not necessarily look. Either they were a lot more money and they looked centered about the same, or they were just a lot more money. Dang it, Dylan! Look how you've embedded centering into my head. All right, thank you, brother. Now we're moving on. Yes, you might guess where we're going next. Wood Grain Glory, Minty Fresh Wood Grain Glory, the 1987 Topps Tiffany Rickey Henderson in a Minty Fresh 9. Such a beautiful card. Such a beautiful card. Okay, the 87 Tiffany's, they made more of them. I think that might have been the highest Tiffany production year. So as you might imagine, there's probably more graded. And it turns out there are. PSA Pop 134 with 189 higher. Well, moving on to the next year. Minty Fresh again. The Minty Fresh 88 Topps Tiffany Rickey Henderson. Such a nice, clean, sweet card. With that wonderful orange on the back. So what's up with this one pop-wise? We are talking Pop 78 with 50 higher. And so we move on to 89. In a near Minty to Minty Fresh 8, the 89 Topps Tiffany Rickey Henderson. I love the 89 Topps design. I think this is absolutely glorious. Love the black on the back as well. I did not spend a lot for this card. I think it was like $20. I'd have to go back and look. It was around 20 plus or minus a little bit. Well then, sometime after that, quite a bit of time after that actually, I saw this 8 that was around the same price and it's better centered. And I said, what the heck? I'm going to pick this one up too. And after I picked this one, Dylan, dang it, see what you did to me? I don't care about back centering, but the front centering I do. Although if it's really wonky on the back, then I might be picky depending on the card. But anyway, both of those beauties, 89 Topps Tiffany Rickey Hendersons, believe it or not, Pop 17 with 36 higher. So I've got 2 of the 17 in a PSA 8. And I know somebody, Sammy SFI Sports, that has the 89 Topps Tiffany in a PSA 8. So between the two of us, we've got 3 of the 17, graded at this point. So yeah, heck, 20, think about it, around 20-ish bucks. I don't remember, I could look it up. Well, what the heck, I've got my computer open, so I guess I'll go ahead and zip over here and tell you what the deal is. Oh, okay. So this one was $20 plus shipping, and this was $25 plus shipping, basically, or $24.99, close enough. So, yeah, we're talking 20 and $25, and wow, these are low pop. Rickey Henderson Topps Tiffany cards, absolutely gorgeous. Even if the pop tripled, come on, Now I know there's a lot of Topps Tiffany sets out there, but I wonder how many of those cards in those sets are going to grade 8 or 9 if they're submitted. I don't know, maybe a lot of them would, but maybe a lot of them wouldn't. It's been, it's been, getting close to 35 years here on these. And we're talking Pop 17 with 36 higher. Well, let's move along. We are not done with 89. This is a tough card. It's higher pop than the regular 89. And talk about near mint to minty fresh. Wow. I love the design of 89 Topps, as I mentioned, but I love the colors. I just love the colors on this. Wow, wow, wow. This is a 8, of course. And the glorious back. Love that black border on the back. This one was kind of a stopper. I was having a hard time finding one. And again, I wanted to get, 8 or higher. And when this one came up, I'm going to go ahead and scroll over to my other sheet here. Paid $24.99, so basically $25 plus shipping on this one. By the way, I live in Oregon, so no tax, so that's pretty cool. No sales tax. So yeah, about $25. I snarfed this up because I was having a hard time, finding one. There's a 9.5 SGC on eBay right now, at least as of the making of this video. They're asking like $130. I'll take this 8 for $25 instead. Heck yeah, this is a PSA Pop 43 with 41 higher. All right, moving along. By the way, it just so happens all of my Rickey Hendersons are PSA. I like to get PSA or SGC for the most part, although I don't mind some BVG, for vintage. Anyway, they're all PSA except one, and that's this one. In a extra minty, see that? 9.5 extra minty plus the 1990 Topps Tiffany Rickey Henderson. I love that purple. I think this is a glorious card. And there's the back. Sammy, I know you'll love the back of this. And I know you'll love the front as well. So, this bad boy has a, I was able to get that for a good price at some point. It's got an SGC pop of 1 uno. That's it. With 3 higher. Population uno trace higher. So that is pretty cool. All right, where do we go from here? This might just be my favorite. I tell you what, it's tough. Both, the 89 Tiffany, the 89 Tiffany traded. I mean, wow. I really, really love those. Both in the Yankees and with the Athletics. Even though I'm a huge Yankee fan, I think the one in the Athletics there, the colors just really, really grab me. So I really, really like this one, but this is probably my favorite out of the Topps Tiffany Rickey Henderson cards. And that's the 91. And is that the definition of minty? That's got to be the definition of minty. For a dude who steals, this card steals the show. Got that kind of salmon color on the back, which is pretty cool. Well, what are we going to do here? Am I going to lose subscribers by showing this vertically, this horizontal card? No, just squeezed it on there. I'll lose subscribers because my humor sucks, but not because unless some of you wanted to see that. See, this depends on your obsessions, right? If you're obsessed with seeing horizontal cards in the horizontal format, you'll be happy with me. But if you're obsessed with seeing all of the labels up, then you'd want to see it like that. All right. Oh, that is such a beautiful card. Absolutely love that card. Now, that card, that bad boy, has a population of 49, PSA Pop 49, with 56 higher. Well, you would think that would be the end, but here's the deal. My plan was to just get all of the base Tiffany cards of Rickey Henderson, and I've shown you all of those. I wasn't necessarily planning on going after the All-Star cards or the leader cards. And by the way, Sammy, SFI Sports Cards, he's going after all of them, which I think is really cool. He's on an epic journey, and I'm stoked to, follow him along on that journey. However, I did pick up this All-Star Stunner. Oh, man, I absolutely love the 91 Topps, and so, this one was priced right. Let me go ahead and, go over there and find the price. I guess I could have shown you the price on all of these or told you the price. This one was $22 plus shipping. So it just called to me, $22. Come on. For a near minty to minty 8, 91 All-Star Rickey Henderson. The card is just so beautiful that I said, okay, I'm getting this one even though it's not a base. So what does that mean? Does that mean I'm going after, the other All-Star cards? I think the answer at this point that I have is, if they grab me and the price is right, heck yeah, I'll pick them up. So who knows? Maybe I'll end up going after all of the All-Star cards. I doubt if I'll go after the leader cards, but in Tiffany. But time will tell. We shall see. Here's the deal. This All-Star card has a PSA pop of 30 with 12 higher. So only 30. I know there's more out there, but again, even if that pop triples, it's under 100. I mean, to me, for $22, we are talking Rickey Henderson here, the all-time steals leader. Probably no one will ever catch him. I think he's also the all-time run leader. Plus, he did a lot of other really cool things, which I won't talk about right now. That's all the Tiffany's I have. It's not all of the Rickeys that I have, though. I have one more Rickey Henderson card to my name. And I'm going to go ahead and show that. So here it is, the 1994 Topps Finest Refractor, number 223, in a near minty to minty 8. Oh, that is so shiny and minty, or near minty. So I got this. I think I got this for $100. I will look it up here in just a second to let you know. Even though I only told you prices on some of these, I guess as the spirit moved me. But let me check here real quick. So that one, the refractor, was $100. I don't remember exactly. I think maybe the seller wanted like $150, and I offered $100. Yeah, I remember now. My hobby money was kind of low for the month, and I was like, oh man, I'd like that card. And so what did I do? I'm like, okay, I probably shouldn't spend the money. Although if I spend the money, I'm just going into, deficit spending for the next month. But it's just deficit spending in our budget, and we've got the money. So it's like, it's not a big deal. It just means I have less to spend the next month. So it's okay, but I try not to do it because, of course, I like to, keep myself really solid financially. But anyway, I said, okay, I'm going to offer this dude or lady $100. And if he or she takes it, then, at $100, you bet I'm snapping this bad boy up. And if not, that's okay, because I probably shouldn't spend the money now. Well, guess what happened? My offer was accepted, and I ended up with this glorious refractor. You know what I'd love to have? I would love to have the 93 Finest Refractor of Rickey Henderson, but that thing is spendy. I would also love to have his rookie. I'm sure I'll get that at some point. I think that's the 80 Topps. Heck, I'd like to have a Rickey Henderson Topps run, starting with 1980. And then once we get to 84, I just use my Tiffany's. I probably won't get I won't. I'll just use the Tiffany's instead of the regular Topps. That's what I'm thinking. And then once we go past 91, past the Tiffany's, who knows? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but I can tell you this. I love the Topps. I love the Rickey Henderson Tiffany cards that I have right now. This video is getting lengthy. So what do I want to do? Thank you to my sponsors. Again, check them out. Sammy, thank you for costing me a bunch of money by getting me interested in Tiffany cards and Rickey Henderson. And Dylan, oh man, thank you, I guess, for, costing me money. Now I'm thinking more about centering. Depends on the card, of course. Thank you, everyone, for sharing in my joy. I hope you had a wonderful and peaceful time, or at least a fun time, in the Vintage Sanctuary. Happy soon-to-be New Year's, and merry belated Christmas, and may the cardboard god shine down upon you. Wait, that's Hitman 23, Mike's outro. Wait a minute. Thank you for sharing in my joy. I hope you had a wonderful and peaceful time in the Vintage Sanctuary. Take care, my friends.